What's up, everybody? I'm a country Mets fan here once again. Let's talk a little bit about Francisco Lindor. Um, the Lindor haters seem to be a little bit in their feelings lately. I don't know what the problem is. The guy's performing, and you would think you could just give him his credit and leave it at that. But gotta, people still got to take their shots and bring up how he started the season so bad, and it's okay to go after him and this and that and the other. And listen, if you were listening, actually listening to what I was saying, and other Mets fans as well, not just me, we were also on Lindor. He needed to improve. But a few issues here. One is, as I stated, people were ignoring all his other numbers that looked very solid and were just focusing on batting average, which, in my opinion, is ludicrous. I know some people are in love with batting average and this and that and the other, whatever. But I'll give it to him. Start of the year, bad batting average. He was striking out way more than he should. He looked bad at the plate at times. He had his moments. But the one thing I kept trying to say, and I kept trying to hammer home, is Lindor is a second-half baseball player. Lindor's best numbers, if you look at his career, all you got to do is do a little research. They start in July. July, the dude heats up, and he usually goes on a tear through the rest of the season. It's just facts. It's happened throughout his career. So I was never worried about Francisco Lindor. And I tried to tell people, stop piling on this dude. He's going to come around. Yeah, do we all wish he'd just be great from the very start? Sure, we do. But it's not him. It's not his. Throughout his career, it just hasn't been the case. But given that, he was still doing pretty damn well. But no, let's keep piling on Lindor. Keep piling on Lindor. What bothers me personally is a few things. Because I heard a lot of Lindor hate, but it was crickets when it comes to some of these other guys on the team. Except for like the normal, everybody was piling on Vogelback and like that. But nobody else was really holding the other stars accountable to the level where Lindor, we were holding him to the standard. And you can say it's the contract. I call BS on that. It's not your money. What are you worried about? We got an owner that's willing to spend all it takes. So the money ain't an issue. The contract ain't an issue. Just drop that. So if it isn't the contract, what is it? What's the underlying problem? Pete Alonso's hitting .215 right now. He's got great power numbers. His OPS is still in the 800s. But he's having issues. I don't see half the hate for that man. And I'm not saying you should hate him. I'm just saying let's keep it even. If we're going to do this, if we're going to hold guys accountable, let's hold him accountable. Jeff McNeil stinks. I don't see people making videos about Jeff McNeil and yelling about Jeff McNeil and how Jeff McNeil sucks and this and that and the other. He got a new contract too. He ain't making Lindor money. Nah, but we're worried about whether or not he gets a car. Give me a break. And the other thing, and lastly, this is personal for me. I'm a Puerto Rican man. Francisco Lindor is a Puerto Rican man. Yeah, he holds a special place for me because he's my people. I've seen my people on this team get treated this way in the past. Carlos Beltran got a lot of shit while he was a Met. And Carlos Beltran's one of the best Mets to ever wear the uniform. But people would pile on him. And granted, this was before social media was a big thing. So it didn't get that much attention. But I was alive. I was paying attention. I was listening to WFAN back in those days. People love to get on Carlos Beltran. Carlos Delgado, too. He wasn't here as long, but people love to get on him. And these are guys that were performing. But Beltran had 1 year, and it was let's toss him to the side. He wasn't worth the contract. Same with Lindor. Had 1 bad year. What did he do last year? Because I heard people piling on him even last year with the season he had. And I hear this, I want Cleveland Lindor. Last year was one of his best seasons ever. And yeah, this year started slow, but if you look at what his projected numbers are, he's projected to hit 30-something home runs, 100-something RBIs. Let's not even get into advanced stats, because I know nobody wants to hear those. Oh, nobody wants to hear those geek numbers. It's all about batting average. Lindor's only hitting 220. Lindor's only hitting 2 this, 2 that. Well, guess what? Lindor's batting average is up to 239 now. And you know what? If I had to guess, it's going to keep climbing because this is Lindor season. Lindor season is July. Look it up. Or do you need me to do it for you? Because I will. And I'll post it. I'll make a video on it and I'll state them. I'll read out every number you want to hear. But yeah, it's a little personal when you go after not just Puerto Rican players, but yeah, he's my people. But Latino players in general, yeah, it gets a little personal. I want to see other guys get held to that same standard. So yeah, I'm going to defend my guy. Is what it is. If he sucked, if he legitimately sucked, I'd call it. Tomas Nido's Puerto Rican. I wanted him off the team. Thank God he is. So, just, I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what this guy has to do to win people over. I really don't. I wish I did. But I'm not going to stop going to bat for this dude. I'm not. If you don't like it, too bad. Let's go Mets.